In a previous video that I had is you want to make sure you have a long runway for your startup because it comes down to two things, the short-term goals and your long-term vision strategy. It's great to have short-term goals, short-term benchmarks as you're moving through your startup because it knows you're on the right track. A lot of times, we get derailed because something happens or, it's a startup, things aren't always going to go smoothly. So you have to set these these short-term goals because it establishes a long-term vision. Yes, it's a great vision to have 1 million users for your app and you're making tens of millions a year and you create a platform that goes viral. These are all things that all startups aspire to achieve. But you're not going to reach this long-term vision without short-term goals and really breaking it down, even if it's breaking down the ridiculous that every day that you logged 5 hours working with your development team, working 5 hours putting out together content to market your startup, meeting with your brand managers, like every day, just these little tiny benchmarks that moves the needle. You will be amazed if you just consistently do this every single day, 2 years from now, what your startup's going to look like. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they want the end result, right? They don't want to do these little things, but they don't realize it's these little tasks that are really the boring things you don't want to do. They're the mundane, tedious tasks every single day, but it's the startup that can stick to that and keep doing those every single day consistently, even when they don't want to, that long-term vision comes into play and you'll look back 2 years from now and be like, wow, I'm glad I did that every single day. It was boring, I didn't like it, but look what we've created as a team. And that's why it's important to have a balance between everyday small-term goals, do daily, weekly, monthly, semi-annually, annually, and then look back a few years in the future and be like, that was time well spent, and I'm glad we stuck to our daily tasks, okay? So I hope this helps you and adds value to you launching a startup. You're on the right track. Do not give up. Always stay the path, and I promise you it'll be well worth it.